Game 7, Western Conference Semifinals. The Warriors have reached the final destination. An epic journey is nearly complete. The opportunity to win the ultimate prize in a series that will go the distance. They must bring all they can muster against the Los Angeles Lakers. It's all come down to Game 7 of the conference semifinals. Up next.
We are here, Game 7, Golden State, Los Angeles, in Chase Center. The Warriors, beaten and battered, still without Deontay Dixon, still without Russell Kingston, shocked the Lakers in Game 6 on the road thanks to a game-winning bucket from Javon Roll. Now, we head to a pivotal Game 7 where the Lakers have a chance to dethrone the three-time defending NBA champions. It's not going to be easy. And you look at our starting lineups. House roll Briggs into the starting lineup. Kuminga and Trimble. Briggs is getting the start because Keon Granger suffered a rib injury in Game 6. Still almost came up with a big play down the stretch. But it's still here, man. It's still here. The injuries have just been piling up. And it's a legacy potential game for a guy like the Lakers' Kareem Robinson. This is a massive game for him. I don't think that's an exaggeration too much. You look at the trajectory that he's had as Kuminga buries a three to kick things off. The career trajectory that he's been on with the Chicago Bulls to start, 17th overall pick, has really great run there. He asks for a trade, ends up getting dealt. Well, first off, he tries to sign as a restricted free agent with the Los Angeles Clippers. He gets dealt after the Bulls obviously match that, as we get a nice little dive here. And then he's to Boston for a year, and now he's with LA. And if you can win in Los Angeles, nothing bigger than that. It's going to be big for him. He's got to have a big night tonight, I think, in order for this to be the type of ending that the Lakers want it to be. And they're also going to need to get, as Roman Harmon gets the pump fake and pumps that one on in, they're going to need a big night from D'Angelo Ion and Cameron Mercer. Mercer's been really good. As here's Briggs. Briggs now, he's hobbled. That's not a good sign here in the first quarter. Briggs slow to get up, just now getting back into this play as Robinson goes inside. Timeout for the Warriors and another injury to Golden State. They're already playing with likely an injured Keon Granger, and now Jaheim Briggs, an ankle injury. He's going to check out of this game for Aaron Triano, and the injuries just continue to be a challenge as there's Kareem Robinson on the follow. What I'd expect to see quite a bit of in this game from the Lakers is some forward pick and roll with Robinson on the edge. We saw that a lot in Game 6 down the stretch, where D'Angelo Ion with the ball as Robinson rises up for a nice two-handed slam past Jermaine Trimble, where Ion would be up top, he'd get the screen from Mercer, and then Robinson would flare out to the wing. That worked exceptionally well. Here's another flare out to the wing. That's Jay Kingston. He's going to bury a three, the 33-year-old veteran. If they go to that, the Warriors, just without Deontay Dixon, just have so few options to stop that. Aaron Triano is just not the same defender. Keon Granger's now hobbled. Keon Granger on the floor as Kofi Topain shockingly hits a triple. You see that celebration. Briggs is now injured as Javon Roll with the nice turn aside. It's going to be difficult for the Warriors to match that, so I'd expect to see a lot of that as Javon Roll buries home a three to end the first quarter. We head to the second 12-minute frame, a.k.a. 8-minute frame here, with a 1-point game. So the Lakers have played well here, and the Warriors are going to need their bench to step up, and there's Jermaine Trimble. Interesting kind of, back and forth, if you will, for the Warriors. Is a nice pull-up triple there from Kareem Robinson. We talked about the bench for this team all season. Robinson wants another three, gets another three. That's back-to-back triples, and it's a 5-point game. Can he get another one to go here? No way. Oh, good find inside for Mercer. Great pump fake. Pulls out. I think that was Trimble. And then a phenomenal find. The pick and roll has been almost unguardable right now for the Lakers against the Golden State Warriors. I'd expect to see a lot more of that if they can, because the Warriors just don't have the bodies that they do when Dixon's healthy. There's a nice up and under here from Jonathan Kuminga. It gets things going. We get another nice slow-mo view of that. It's going to be tough for the Warriors if they're going to keep a good pin down. Kareem Robinson triple hits. We've got a 10-point lead in this second quarter. The Lakers dominating this one. Pick and roll again. Kick out. Find Kingston. Talked about that. The Warriors, without the elite defense that we're used to seeing from them, are over-helping on a lot of these three-point attempts for the Lakers, and that's opened up wide-open looks for Los Angeles. Jay Kingston's hit them. Zane Shipp's hit them. Roman Harmon's hitting them. There's Kareem Robinson on the off-ball cut past Javon Roll, and it's still a 13-point game here late in the second. In Game 7, this is big. They bring the double here on Lucas. They find Triano. Triano getting downhill. Good find. Triano to the paint. Gets the extra to go there. That's a 10-point game. But answering again are the Lakers. 13 points here late in the third quarter. Back to Big Hefty. Here he comes inside on Kofi Topane. And no one can stop Aiden Lucas when he's in the paint. He's the most entertaining player to watch. And a snatch block by Topane. Oh, man. Everything going the Lakers' way. Good find inside for Javon Roll. And it's a 7-point game. So 13 points. They've cut this thing down to 7. Can they hold out? No. Jermaine Trimble, Amir Roberson to follow. It's a 9-point game now. Headed to the third quarter. The Lakers on top by 9. Not what you're envisioning if you're Golden State trying to keep a chance at a 4-peat alive. Here's Jalen House. They need him to get rolling and a big three-pointer to kick things off and cut this thing down to 6. Robinson, though, the quick answer. He has been a bucket getter all series, and especially this last two. Good up and under. Oh, man, that's a Kyrie Irving type of move here. Let's get another look at it. First off, he's going to lose Roll with the behind the back, and then nice pump fake, and then sneaks it in past Trimble. Roll trying to answer. Gets it to go. We're seeing some elite shot making right now. We saw it down the stretch in Game 6 between Roll and Robinson. We're seeing more of that tonight as inside goes Cameron Mercer. 9-point game. Good find is Ion. Easily gets that with Javon Roll as the defender. Good mismatch. But the Warriors are sticking around here. 11 back down to 9. They haven't allowed this thing to get too out of hand. Good find inside there for Jonathan Kuminga. And Golden State, they're needing buckets. They're getting buckets. We talked about the pick and roll. We haven't seen too much of the pick and roll here from the Lakers in the second half, partially because they haven't needed it, partially because they've just been getting to the paint. We saw this starting in Game 5 too. Whether it's Amir Roberson, Cameron Mercer, the Warriors' inability to defend the paint has been what's really killed them. And if they're going to win this game and in an extension win the series, that type of play right there can't happen. And the Warriors are going to have to shoot the ball well from deep. We've seen 2 Jalen House triples in this one. Here comes Aiden Lucas on top of Kofi Topane to make it 6, but an answer opportunity for Bledsoe, and he will. And so every time the Warriors get a little bit of momentum here, now we're late third, it's an answer by the Lakers, and Jalen House, his 3rd triple of the quarter, sends it to a 5-point game. So the Warriors are, in fact, hanging around here as we split to the 4th. Every single bucket here, Amir Roberson, that won't fall. And a good stop to start things off. The Warriors are going to need more. Here comes Roll, a nice find. Lucas, good back cut from Roll, staying moving. Very Steph Curry-like, and just like that, the Warriors have used 3-point actions to get themselves to within 2. No decision there from Roll to fade off of Robinson. It didn't matter because it's a Kareem Robinson pull-up. Warriors now in desperate need of something. They get Keon Granger. So the Warriors are going to have to match to match. Match to match. Here's the pick and roll that we've been talking about. Robinson, little half spin. Can't get that to go. The way this night's been going, you figured that was going in. Now what the Warriors have been great at is that inverted pick and roll. Can they make them pay? They will, and we're tied at 62. So if the Lakers are going to go to a lot of pick and roll with Kareem Robinson, D'Angelo Ion, and Cameron Mercer, I think the Warriors need to go to a little bit more inverted pick and roll with Kuminga on the ball, and he gets that one easily over Robinson. And then have Javon Roll be the screen man. That, to me, has been the most effective. Great back cut there from Robinson. And the lead tied back up as the Warriors briefly had the advantage. A little pick and pop. This action for Keon Granger. Bruised hip. Won't go. Rebound for Roberson. And again, that's what you're relying on. You're relying on a bruised version of Keon Granger. And a nice find, Mercer. Ooh. Mercer deserving that celebration. Again. Stop me if you've heard me say this before in the last 7-8 minutes. the pick and roll for the Lakers. The Warriors have no answer for it, although they can't get that free throw to go. 66-64, 2-point game. Here's a transition off that miss. Javon Roll ties it up in a heartbeat. Tying it up in a heartbeat. Javon Roll, good game so far. 8 points in this fourth quarter. Behind the back, kick it. Bledsoe, corner three, won't go. Surprising miss from a 40% three-point shooter in Ian Bledsoe. Again, they've got they've got Kareem Robinson matched up against Kuminga, and Kuminga misses the first. Second one also won't go. Two huge misses. Chance halfway through this quarter to take a lead, and they won't, and then an off-ball fight. Amir Robertson, off-ball, has been so difficult. Here's a loose ball, looked like it was kicked. Doesn't get that shot to go, and the Lakers still with the lead, 3.5. Robinson, my goodness gracious, the shot making from Kareem Robinson. Roll wants to answer. Roll! Getting rolling. The game. Turtling. I don't know if that's a word. What's the word I'm looking for? Tilting on the verge. Robinson pull-up jumper. Good. 4-point game. This is teetering. That's the word we're looking for. Vocabulary. Teetering on the edge. Jermaine Trimble for three? Yes, sir. 1-point game, and the Warriors, who've been down all afternoon, trail by as many as 13. Here's Ion on a wounded Briggs. Good stand from Jaheim Briggs. 1-point game. Warriors chance to take the lead. Kick it. Corner in front of the Lakers bench. Javon Roll. And the Warriors in a heartbeat. Back on top by 2. 1:50 to go. Robinson inside to Ion. Again guarded by the injured Briggs. Dealing with an ankle injury. Can't stay in front of him there. And we're tied back up with 1:40. Inside they go. Jermaine Trimble trying to find an opening. Kicks it up. Javon Roll for three. Yes, sir, it will go. And the Lakers staring down a 3-point deficit with 1.5 to go. Up top they go. Here we go. Are they going to go to a little Ion Mercer pick and roll? They do. Javon Roll staying home on Robinson, and it doesn't matter because that's a foul and one. Chance for an old-fashioned three from D'Angelo Ion won't go. That's big. 116. Missed free throw, just opened up the door. Corner three for Roll. Wants it. Bad decision from the MVP. Probably took too early of a shot there. And now's Roberson. Up top, the Lakers unable to shoot threes with D'Angelo Ion. Good mismatch for Mercer. Right past Jalen House. And the Lakers back on top by 1. Roll, slow play in this one. We're getting a little Roll, Kuminga pick and roll. Roll, slow step back. Jumper over Mercer. The shot making in this fourth quarter has been unmatched. And again, the Mercer pick and roll. Open, Mercer to Robinson, the three for the lead. He gets it to go, and the Lakers are back on top by 2. Under 20 to play. Here comes Roll. Kicks it up to Kuminga. Kuminga to Briggs in the corner. Up top for Roll. 10 seconds in the game. Drawing in. Foul called. Won't get it. Chance to tie. 9.7 left. First one good. Javon Roll, second one to tie the game with 9.7. Gets it to go. And the Lakers now have a chance with the ball tied up to take this thing on the road in Game 7. Huge moment. Legacy-defining moment. Can the Warriors stay alive for 4? Up top to Robinson. Robinson surveying inside to Ion. Guarded by Briggs. Ion up, under, gets it to go with 0.8 seconds left, and the Lakers are on top. Warriors will take their timeout, but the Lakers have gone on top, 83-81. Opportunity at their fingertips. It was Javon Roll who saved the season in Game 6 after the D'Angelo Ion make. They're going to need some more heroics with 0.8 seconds left in Game 7 at home. Feverish. Inside the Chase Center, they get a look at head coach Chris Adams. A huge moment for the rookie head coach taking over for Steve Kerr. Warriors to inbound. That's going to be Trimble, likely to try to free up Roll. Down screens do just that. To him. Steps into it, doesn't get it off in time. It wouldn't have mattered, and the Lakers have downed the Golden State Warriors 83-81. We expand that to 124-122. Kareem Robinson and Javon Roll in an epic back and forth. 48 from Kareem Robinson, 54 from Javon Roll. But it's a last-second shot from D'Angelo Ion, who finishes with 16 points. And the Los Angeles Lakers have taken down the Golden State Warriors 124-122 on the road in Game 7. The Lakers outscored the Warriors 69-48 in the paint. We talked about that all game long. The Lakers just consistently got into the paint, and the Warriors simply did not. And that's the moment. The Warriors, despite owning a 19 of 33 mark from three-point land, not enough, and the Lakers are moving on to face the Phoenix Suns. Meanwhile, on the other side of the docket, it was a Game 7 win for the Orlando Magic. They pushed themselves to their third straight Eastern Conference Finals, 108-97. Trayvon Bukes, a 30-point, 10-rebound game. And that sets us up. That sets us up for what should be an exciting conference finals, and let's dive into it here. We'll preview it before, obviously, we bring you some action in that. So let's start in the Western Conference, where it's Phoenix and Los Angeles, and this is a matchup between two teams on one side that's got plenty of experience, that's built a roster to be able to try to take down Golden State and Phoenix, and then on the other side, you've got a roster that's built around a very great point guard and a forward duo that you like a lot, but maybe they're just not quite as good. This is going to come down to simply what version of D'Angelo Ion do we get. He was very passive in this game. Kareem Robinson was elite. Cameron Mercer was elite. D'Angelo Ion wasn't. Averaged 15.7 points against the Warriors, barely higher than Jay Kingston, who had 14.4. If that's the version that the Lakers get against Phoenix, I don't think this is going to be competitive. I really don't. The Lakers have a really great bench depth with this roster, with Jay Kingston, who's a 40-point three-point shooter, 40%. Ian Bledsoe, who they acquired at the trade deadline from Denver, he's a 40% three-point shooter. Roman Harmon had a really great game and a really great series against Golden State. Those guys, plus Zane Shipp, who played well, they're all going to have to step up. And I like that that's going to be the opportunity, right? If those guys can play well, I think the Lakers have a shot. The problem is Jacoby Cleaves and Cade Cunningham are going to go off. They've proven at no point to be anything but that, capable of just combusting into massive nights. And then the third player that's probably the most combustible is Anthony Edwards, who was the runner-up for sixth man of the year, averages just about as many minutes and points. He's going to be dangerous, and if that is the version they get, or rather that's the version they face in the conference finals, I don't know that the Lakers can go toe-to-toe, because as good as Jay Kingston has been, as good as Ian Bledsoe have been, neither of them are Anthony Edwards type of players where you could go for 20-25. And when you add in Malik Hightower, who can do 20, Cade Cunningham, who can do 25, Jacoby Cleaves, who's going to do 29 to 32 points a game, that's just too much firepower that I don't think the Lakers have the defensive pieces to stop. So I'm going to go Suns taking this one in 7 games. And then on the other side, Orlando and Indiana. This needs to be a caveat. The Indiana Pacers as an 8 seed is not your typical 8 seed, right? This is a team that by mid-January, we've said it tons of times on this channel, this Indiana Pacers were a top team by the mid-season point. By January, the wheels fell off. CJ McCoy got hurt. Ibrahim Mobley got hurt. Corey Wilson was out for an extended period of time. That's 3 of their starting 7-8 guys. And this is what I've said since night 1 when they beat Golden State on the road for the ring ceremony, that the Pacers were going to be the maybe deepest team in the league. And that's proven to be true. And it's going to be challenging here for Orlando, where Orlando does not have Trey Hunter, who ended up with a sprained ankle that knocks him out of the tail end of that Milwaukee series. He's probably going to miss the first at least 2 games of this series against Indiana. That depth is going to be coming in very handy. So the onus is going to be falling on Jalen Green, who had a 47-point night in massive games. He can go for 40+. He's done that on multiple occasions. They're going to need a rejuvenated and turn back the clock performance from Jason Tatum, and they're probably going to need a huge night from Corey Flynn to be able to survive this absence of Trey Hunter. To me, that's too big of an ask. That's too big of an ask against a really, really great Indiana team that, again, should have probably been a top 3 seed, but they end up at number 8. The only opportunity, I think, for the Magic to win this series is if they have elite play from their guards against an Indiana defense at the guard and wing. CJ McCoy, massive negative as a defensive point guard. Nico Harrington, average maybe on his best night. He gets slightly above average, but for the most part below to average. if they can take advantage of those mismatches with Jalen Green and Corey Flynn, they've got a shot at this. They've got a shot at surviving without Trey Hunter. But all that said, that seems like a huge ask. I'm going to go Pacers in 6 to round this thing out. We're going to come back. We're going to look at them. We're going to recap mid-series, keep you in the know, because we're finally going to have a new champion. And the Magic and the Suns, despite I'm not picking the Magic, the two teams have been taken down by Golden State, and Golden State no longer in the picture. Are they going to be able to do it? I don't know. I like Phoenix. I don't know about Orlando. It's going to be entertaining to watch.